Hello, good morning, all of you. This is the NTA paper number 106. 106 paper. Okay, which of the following pairs of this bit is from breathing and exchange of gases? Okay, generally in this lesson, okay, the bits come from one area is transport of gases. The second area is volumes and capacity. The third important area is mechanism of respiration. Okay, this the next one, regulation of respiration, regulation of respiratory movements. These are the four important areas from which bits are generally asked in this lesson. Okay, which of the following muscles undergo contraction during the process of inspiration? Okay, during the process of inspiration, which muscles contract? Phrenic muscles of diaphragm. That's why the diaphragm comes down. And external intercostal muscles, not internal intercostal muscles. Internal intercostal muscles plays an important role during forced expiration. Okay, external intercostal muscles which are present between the ribs, and phrenic muscles, they play an important role. Okay, next one. This is the this bit is from digestion and absorption. It is from digestion and absorption. Okay, digestion and absorption. Which of the following is the structural and functional unit of human? Okay, hepatocyte, hepatic cord, hepatic lobule without Glissen's capsule, and hepatic lobule with Glissen's capsule. Okay, what are the structural and functional unit of liver? Hepatic lobule. Okay, with Glissen's capsule. Glissen's capsule is a connective tissue sheath. Okay, what is the structural and functional unit of living organism? Cell. What is the structural and functional unit of kidney? Nephron. Nervous system? Neuron. What is the anatomical unit of muscle? Muscle fiber. What is the functional unit of muscle contraction? What is that? Sarcomere. Sarcomere. Okay, most of structure and function unit of living organism, everyone knows that is cell. Structure and function unit of lungs, alveoli. Structure and function unit of kidney, nephron. Structure and function unit of nervous system, neuron. And structure and functional unit of bone. Can you tell me what is the structure and functional unit of the bone? That is called osteon. Osteon or Haversian system is the structure and functional unit of the bone. Which bone? Especially compact bone. Because those Haversian systems are absent in the birds, because birds bones are pneumatic bones. Okay, here the answer is hepatic lobule with Glissen's capsule. Okay, next one. This is from botany. Sixth one. Where is the location of kidneys inside the body? Okay, where are kidneys located in our body? Okay, this it is from excretory products and their first digestive system. One bit was given the breathing and exchange of gases, and this is from excretory products and their. What is the location of both kidneys inside the? Okay, this is the anatomy part. Okay, between the third thoracic, that means the last thoracic vertebra, and up to third lumbar vertebra in the retroperitoneal. Okay, retroperitoneal means behind the peritoneum. Certain organs such as kidneys of vertebrates are covered by parietal peritoneum only on the ventral side. Such a peritoneum is called retroperitoneum. Such organs are called retroperitoneal organs. Examples: uterine, kidney, also another retroperitoneal organ. Okay, next one, that from botany, and this is from digestive system completed. digestive system completed, breathing and exchange of gases completed, the excretory products completed. Now one lesson is left here. That lesson is body fluids. Okay, this is from body fluids. Which of the following statement is incorrect about coronary artery disease in man? Okay, this is the disorders of circulatory system. Coronary artery disease is often referred to as atherosclerosis, which affects the vessels that supply the blood to heart muscle, that is cardiac muscle. Okay, it's correct. Next one, it is caused by deposition of. Okay, these are given lines which are given in our textbook directly, and which makes the lumen of the coronary arteries narrow. But here what they gave, carotid artery. Okay, you must know what is carotid artery. The artery that supplies blood. For example, if you take heart here, okay, from the heart, aorta arises from this side, from the left ventricle, and from the aorta one blood vessel goes to the brain. This is called carotid artery, which carries oxygenated blood to the brain. That is called carotid artery. Which carries blood to the heart is coronary artery. Okay, next one, that is botany, ninth one. A population growing in a habitat with a limited resources shows 4 phases of growth in the following. This bit is from second year organisms and population. Organisms and population topic. A population growing in a habitat with a limited resources show 4 phases of growth in the following sequence. Okay, lag phase, acceleration, followed by deceleration and asymptote. Okay, what are they? First lag phase, then acceleration, deceleration, asymptote. Next phase is, the next bit is, read the following statement regarding human circulatory system. Okay, a systemic circulation provides nutrients, oxygen and other essential substances to all the tissues including lungs. Okay, systemic circulation does not carry, it carries to other than. Systemic circulation means what is that? Okay, between heart and body parts. Between heart and body parts, systemic circulation provides nutrients, oxygen and other essential substances to all the tissues. Okay, not lungs. Next one, a unique vascular connection exists between the digestive tract and liver is called hepatic portal system. Renal portal system between body parts and kidney. Body parts and kidney. There is a hypophyseal portal system. Hypophyseal portal system between hypothalamus and hypophysis. Hypothalamus, hypophysis means pituitary gland, otherwise called hypophysis. Between these two, there is a portal system that is called hypophyseal portal system. Between liver and digestive tract, there is a hepatic portal system, and between body parts and kidney, that is called renal portal system. Renal portal system is absent in cyclostomes and mammals. Okay, here, this is the correct one and this is the wrong one. Okay, no lungs here. This is the 11th one from botany and 12th one botany, 13th one. Okay, this bit is also from body fluids. Up to now here you learned 4 bits from this is the third bit from that lesson. This is the third bit. Match the following types of leukocytes with the shape of the nuclei. Okay, first here what is given? C, lymphocyte, one round nucleus. Okay, next one D. Okay, what is for D? D2 bilobe nucleus. Eosinophils also called as acidophils. A for A neutrophils, what is the correct answer? Multi-lobe nucleus. If you see the neutrophil, which are the most numerous cells, this is one lobe, this is one lobe, this is one lobe, this is one lobe. It has multi-lobe nucleus, 2 to 5 lobes. And also drumstick bodies are also found in this neutrophils of female mammals. Next one, can you next monocyte? B. B monocyte. Fourth one, kidney shape. Monocyte is the biggest WBC, which has a reniform nucleus or kidney shaped nucleus is present. Smallest WBC is the lymphocyte, is the smallest WBC. Okay, that's about shape of the nucleus. Okay, total up to now 3 bits were given from the body fluids and their circulation. The next one is Rivett-Popper hypothesis. This bit is from biodiversity. Biodiversity. In ecology, one bit was given from organisms and population. This is from chapter biodiversity. In Rivett-Popper hypothesis, the wing rivets are compared with the keystone species. If you remove the rivets of the wing, the aeroplane may collapse. Like that, if you remove the keystone species, very important species, okay, the entire ecosystem may collapse. Okay, next one for predator and are prudent in nature. Why predators are prudent? Why predators are prudent means very clever. For example, if you take a tiger, okay, tigers are capable of killing deers. They do not kill all the deers in one go, in one day. If they kill all the deers, so for example, there are 10 deers, one tiger is there. If the tiger is, I am the, for example, lion. If the lion is a king of the jungle, I am the king of the jungle. I kill all the deers. If it kills all the deers in some place, the next day అది సఫర్ అయ్యేది ఎవరంటే lion. Okay, that's why they are very prudent. They only kill the animal when they require it. Okay, they all kill the prey. They do not over exploit its prey. If it over exploits, if it kills all the prey, ultimately the predator would die. Okay, that's why they are very clever, very prudent in this nature. Okay, predators are prudent in nature. If the predator is too efficient to over exploit its prey, the prey might become extinct, and following it, the predator will also become extinct for the lack of food.